Yeah.
So now we're just going to welcome to the retired millennial content of podcasting, and we're doing it out here in my sunroom because it's nice out. And I know it's going to be a little echoey, but fuck you if you don't like that.
I wish I had more night shades because.
Had some shades?
Yeah.
I got shades. Hold on, we got to go back for shades. I'm gonna mansplain this entire fucking episode.
There we go.
With like the retired millennial, like RMC, just right here.
What's better with this shit?
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
What do you mean? Oh, dude, I just got beer.
Oh, I'm gonna mix for my first drink.
Oh, for your first drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix. Then I'll drink some beer.
I would suggest the root beer is gonna taste funky with Coke, maybe.
Okay. Not sure.
Maybe. The root beer one's kind of so sweet, you don't even like, you just sip it.
Really?
Yeah.
You just sip out of that?
Yeah.
Is that what it tastes like?
Yeah. That's pretty fire.
Some tequila. So I can take my clothes off by the end of this.
Oh yeah. There will be
See
tests.
my small pecker.
It's not cold out anymore. It'll at least be like,
It's still
like,
small.
that adds like at least another centimeter.
just a centimeter.
Just a centimeter.
No inches. No inches. We're just a centimeter over here.
See, I like this. I should have just done all my podcasts like this.
Yeah, it's awesome. Man.
It's just too cold, and of course I'm going to get.
It's relaxing in here.
I'm going to get bullshit because it's not going to sound right. But
well, they're gonna echo a little bit.
yeah, it's definitely going to be an echo. But
You can always work with that.
just like put padded shit up, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so life's been pretty crazy since last time, but you know, still making music. That's not gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh yeah, man. I do like the one you just released today, which I will be I'll be putting down below in the comment section.
I'm just not worried about making any albums yet. I feel like I don't want to waste too much time in an album right now when I don't have many people on my stuff.
I got you.
Once I have a bigger fan base, I feel like then I'll start putting out albums for people, like a bigger plate full of songs, you know. As of right now, I just want to release one at a time, like maybe one once a week or some shit. Get my views on it, you know, promote it, and then go from there. And then see how it goes.
That's what's up. It'll be that's what most people would do now. Like at least on Spotify and stuff. Like I got some artists that I follow. Like Wheeler Walker Jr. for instance, country guy, dirty country singer. But he has.
Hey man.
He puts out one. He's steady been putting out one new song every 3 weeks. But they're all, you can tell it's part of an album. But he's like, fuck that. I'm just releasing.
Some people do that. They'll like drop one every couple weeks until they get to like 4 that they dropped off the album, and then they'll just release the whole album.
Yes.
You know, that's what I want to do eventually. But I don't want to. I want to kind of. I'm not trying to be exactly like my idol Eminem. Obviously, like I don't want to do it exactly how he does it, but I like the way he does things. He's silent about it. You know, just kind of just drops out of nowhere. Big ball, he just drops a ball in you, and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? You weren't prepared for it. There was no dates or anything. It's just there. And the only reason why he can do that now is because he's got so many fans.
Oh, of course.
So if he drops a plate full, dude, you can't imagine how many people are already on it within a fucking hour.
I feel like we got a great plate drop, like since 2018 till now, because we had Eminem dropping, we had Lil Wayne dropped a banger, T.I. dropped one,
yeah, old school
all
rappers.
the old school rappers, Jeezy dropped a good one too. I feel like all the mumble rap bullshit that was out there.
It's making them fade off a
Yeah.
little bit, if you ask me. A lot of them are starting to fade off because, I mean, honestly, if I was in their shoes and my shit sounded that bad and I saw what they were dropping, I'd be like, damn, like, the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, and people are waking
It's
up.
hard, like.
I think the younger generation's waking up to it too.
Yeah, they're starting
They
to
realize they're being spoon-fed bullshit.
I think a big part of that played in that is that all the rappers that we're talking right now, they fell off for a little. They just stopped making music for a little bit, and then that's when your auto-tune was coming around, and people were like, that's all they were hearing.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this is dope. Like a younger generation, because they're not used to hearing like the lyrical, more the guys that actually put more effort in their craft to make it, like they're speaking to you. They're telling you more.
Exactly.
They're not constantly talking about popping pills. They actually have more of a purpose of what they're writing. And they weren't making music like T.I. and them. They weren't. It wasn't consistent because they made so much as we grew up. So
yeah, they made so much money they could lay back.
Yeah, they could just quit right now. And that's where I tend to respect those type of artists. You got that money. You're obviously not doing it just for money.
Yeah.
You're doing it because you love doing it, and it's a competition to you, and you want to be better than the next person. That's how it is.
That's great, man.
Same thing, same way they treat sports. Everything, it's a competition. You want to be the best you can at your craft.
This is true.
The only way to do that is keep doing it. Don't give up.
Yeah. All right. Rest in peace to the Steelers quarterback there, and I guess all we heard is got hit by a car.
Dwayne Watt, yeah. Haskins.
That's crazy, man. That's.
I honestly think that kid had potential in that Steelers uniform too, because he looked good last year when they had him in there a couple times. He's still young, obviously, so he had a lot of growth still to go, and that's just normal for anybody that gets in the NFL. It's not a cakewalk when you get in there with them grown-ass men, man. Big dudes when you're getting tackled by them. It's way different. Way different.
That's a one sport
Speed,
where it's like you're constantly
body's getting
brutalized. Like the UFC's got it too, but that's the fight. You get in there, the fight, the brutality, but then it's over.
yeah, it doesn't last as long. As a footballer, you're getting hit for 3 hours if you're on offense. You're out there.
And then practice, you're getting hit too. Yeah. Obviously in fighting you are as well, but.
Yeah, they do that when they're training and stuff. They hit them. You gotta be ready. You gotta be able to take it. When you get in that octagon, you gotta be prepared for whatever's coming for you. You can't just go in there not used to getting punched. Because the second you get punched, you're gonna be like, fuck, you're gonna drop to the ground, not ready for it. You gotta be prepared.
Yeah, I'm a son of a bitch on that heavy bag, but once that bag starts swinging, I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit, I quit.
Swinging bag, that'd be crazy. Start beating the shit out of the bag, and out of nowhere, it just pops you in the fucking face.
I don't see that too far off in the formidable future as far as like robot technology.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with like a robot where it's like you spar the robot type sort of thing. I think they already have some like robotic pads and stuff that like move and shit like that as far as like.
Because your guys that you're training with, they're probably injuring them sometimes too. And as a robot, you can't really.
Dude, could you imagine like having to be the sparring partner for like any of these UFC guys, really? But like the big heavyweights and shit, and it's like. You're sparring with them probably almost every other day.
Yeah, they do a fucking leg kick in the padding that you're holding and you fall like 10 feet back. It's like, oh man, now I look like a bitch. I ain't doing this no more. You're done. You're done. No more.
I quit.
Tap me next time.
Yeah.
I need to feel what's going on before you start rocking the shit out of me. Them leg kicks are no joke though.
Yeah.
Especially when they're hitting you right in your fucking like. Oh man.
Well, that's how Connor got taken out.
Yeah.
Fucking snapped. Fucking step back and fucking snap, man.
And them fighters are so, their egos are so high that when like even if they suffer injuries and can't,
they just gotta keep going.
They go into the fight with an injury, and that's just dumb because you're more of a risk to make the injury worse, like he did. He went in with a small injury and. Fuck, what happened to his leg? You know what I mean? Took one kick and a block, bone on bone contact, and fucking snapped it. God, that's all it takes. Man.
Shit hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, that was brutal when I saw that. I saw a lot of leg snaps in the UFC, and it happens pretty often. It does, and it's part of the. You sign up for it. You sign up for it.
I kind of. Regret not watching. I know some people are like it's fake, but the the wrestling thing that just came out. Not SummerSlam. Shit.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I had a lot of people telling me to watch it too, but I guess it just goes with like the.
I think Logan Paul was on there.
They said a lot of the older wrestlers were going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple guys from back. I think Undertaker retired.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll be seeing him no more.
Yeah, he retired. He'll probably like show up every once in a while, like in things possibly, but
it's like a shocker like that where you wouldn't expect them to pop in under a ring like they used to do back in the day.
Yeah. I had like for some reason my algorithm for a while was on wrestling. They had that other shit TNA, or whatever, and it was like a weirder octagon type sort of thing. Fucking Sting. They had Sting on there. He's still like doing his thing. Like he'll come out and like intimidate somebody with a bat.
Sting was that dude.
Still.
He was that dude when I was growing up. Him and Eddie Guerrero. And
I loved Eddie.
He ended up fucking dying. That
sucked. I loved Eddie too. He's probably one of my favorite guys,
watch,
man.
Yeah. He did the 5-star frog.
Yeah, frog.
He did off the top of that ring that one time. I was like, this dude's fucking crazy.
I loved whenever he would do something sneaky, like grab a chair and he'd have that look in his face and he's lying, cheating, and stealing.
It was one of the cage fights where he got all the way to the top of the cage, and that's high. Mm-hmm. He did a 5-star frog splash.
Oh, yeah, I mean the impact.
Sorry, breaking. Dude, like on the ground that had to have hurt.
Dude,
knocked the wind out of him at least.
Yeah, man, you get hurt, man. I mean, the Undertaker.
It's like 50 feet up.
Yeah. Wait, Cactus Jack and the Undertaker, or Mankind? I guess he was playing in the Undertaker. Their steel cage match from like way back in the day.
Dude, they actually used to hit each other back then and take a hit.
It's crazy.
They prepped for that. They used to fucking put thumbtacks down and shit.
Yeah,
Mick Foley in them. Like they don't. It's
Mr.
So the acting now is. I think that's the problem. Is the acting is so poor now.
Yeah, it is.
It's just corny. Like you're listening to them and then someone replies and they just say like some stupid shit. And it's like, but you can tell that they're like. It doesn't seem like they're acting. I don't know. Like, it's just poor. Like,
maybe it's because we're older too now.
Yeah, we see now like when someone slaps them and shit. And,
I liked the old stuff though. You know, there was the Edge and Edge and Lita.
Yeah.
That whole romance scene.
Kane
involved in it.
Kane was with Lita.
Yeah.
Lydia, or whatever. And then there was that blonde.
There was a couple of blondes.
The one that always like bent over going through the road. What's her fucking name, man? Casey Stiebler?
Casey Stiebler, I think so.
Something like that.
I just love when the divas would get like knocked down and fucking the one guy, she may need mouth to mouth.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't let that fly today probably, but fucking so
I get
funny.
to do this, not you. Get back.
It's mouth to mouth. She may need it.
This wasn't on TV. I'd never be able to do this. I'm taking advantage of it right now. Cause she don't want to fuck up her play.
Oh god. If I ever got like famous enough to like go to a UFC match and like they'd be like, do you want to like talk, like be one of the people that like do it? Like I'm sitting next to Joe Rogan.
I would
totally use that. Yeah. I would use that line if like one of the girl fighters gets knocked out. Hold on, she might need mouth to mouth.
Right in the middle of like, explaining like, yo, this guy.
Joe, hold my headphones. She might need mouth to mouth.
He has him in an armbar. Oh wait, she's down over here. Mouth to mouth. I'll be right back. Someone's got to take care of her.
Yeah, I'm a hero.
Yeah, dude, the presence of Joe Rogan would be amazing. He's like, I would love to meet him. I would love to meet Joe Rogan, man. He's such a cool dude.
I would love to meet like a lot of the comedians. Like I've
that racist card that they tried to fucking pull on him to cancel him a little bit ago.
God,
you heard about
it was embarrassing.
All the UFC fans, the UFC fighters started sticking up for him.
Yeah, they're like, well, fuck you. Like, what are you talking about?
He's far from it.
So
he wouldn't have been having them on his fucking podcast if he was. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And it's like the black lady that had brought it up, that said, well, I feel blah blah blah. It's like I felt like there was like a sneaky like couple of white Karens like behind the camera like telling her what to say. it was so weird to begin with because it's like
there had been
like his best friend is Dave Chappelle, dude.
There
Like
had been someone that's like so jealous of his accomplishments.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's got money, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And for him to be, I love what he's doing for people with these podcasts, bringing in all these superstars, you know, from football to Olympics to like top actors and stuff, and he's bringing them on his podcast, and it helps viewers like us who care about some of them, look up to them, to understand, you know, stuff that
a little bit more than life.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm a nerd, so I like the science shit too. Like I love listening to.
Yeah.
Like I was just listening to clips yesterday
Some
about like under the sea and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy like lived 60 feet under the ocean for like 2 weeks with like a science crew, like literally in like a bubble, like a capsize, like a structure that was like capsized, like a cup would be, and pressurized.
Yeah.
So you like swim up underneath it, and then there's air.
Didn't David Blaine do something like that? You know who he is, right?
David Blaine.
He's like that top magician dude that he could float. I guess.
I think he might have done a trick like that.
He was I guess buried in a coffin for like a week or some shit like that. They had him
Yeah, I think so. I think Mr. Beast did that also.
Yeah.
Possibly. I think Mr. Beast buried himself as well.
They had it to where like you could see him. But
yeah.
He was sleeping or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't
That's
do that.
craziness that people could do. Like I'm too claustrophobic for that type of shit.
I'm not about that shit.
He does crazy shit too. Like, how's that guy still alive? Some of the shit he does.
Yeah. The Chris Angel guy, he's one of the magicians too.
Yeah, he's big.
Dude, I bet you he is slinging so much poon. Still,
Has to be, man.
Still, like.
Has to be. They got money, you know.
Right.
And most of your women, man, I don't care what they say, they go towards the money.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of supposed to. Like, I was listening to this guy, Tate Speech.
Yeah.
Is his YouTube thing. And like he's kind of like superstar playboy millionaire type sort of guy.
Yeah.
And it's like when it comes to hot girls, it's like his words, not mine, are like hot girls like they just think men have money.
Yeah.
Like money isn't the thing for them because it's like all men have money. It's like if a hot girl meets a man with no money, it's like what the fuck? It's like finding a unicorn of like what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. Why don't you got no?
Type sort of thing. So it's not really.
How can you help me?
It's more on that side, but at the same time, it's like, can you blame somebody for that? Because like I hear it all the time. We're like, oh, these girls are just going out with this guy because she's just going out with that guy because he builds his body and eats healthy and has a lot of money and his own house and a couple of cars. It's like, the fuck, I'd fuck him too. Like fucking shit.
Takes care of himself.
Yeah, it takes care of himself. It's like, of course, like, you know, if I was a chick, I'd be like, I want that guy. I don't care about the nice guy who's like doing okay, but then there's this other guy who's doing better. Like, yeah, you can't have all these amenities and still treat a woman like shit.
But my thing is, there more to it, you know? Is there more out of it? Are they getting more out of it than just money?
Yeah, true.
Are they actually getting taken care of, or you know, or the guy actually still looking out for them, you know, and not being a complete douche? Is he actually sharing the money, or you know, like?
Well, if you're a woman and you're good looking, it's like A, you have the world by the balls, but like,
for sure.
B, you can now
any dude you wanted if you really wanted to,
and you can get money now. Like, and I've said this before, like.
And to be honest, at first I was against it, and I know in the last podcast I said some shit about it, but...
Hold on, we got bikes. We got the one problem. We have the small dick community riding by us right now. A whole pack of small dicks. Organized small dicks.
As South Park would say.
Thanks! Maybe we're not being loud enough. Why do they keep calling us that? I'm not a fag, I'm just bike curious.
Yeah. Makes my balls feel bigger, this noise.
Yeah. Oh man, my dick's humming. That's a shit ton of bikes.
Yeah, nice day to ride.
It is a nice day.
I'll start to come out, man. Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, oh, fuck them.
Fuck
anyway, they'll probably still be able to hear us, I don't know. But in the last podcast, because we're on almost the same topic, like with women doing like the TikToks and all that, and like there's ways for women to actually make more money now, and it's not like, I guess back in the day it was more the men, like they are the only ones that could go do national football and make millions of dollars, or these big sports and like all this other shit that men are pretty much, they just have more opportunities than what women do. Now women finally have an opportunity other than, sports, which was main thing growing up, where, that's where a lot of the money was going towards, like your millions and stuff, or your athletes.
Yeah,
now
they're getting sponsored
streaming
too.
things, because the electronics and the internet has fucking came so far to where now women can actually show off their bodies and feel good about themselves
and do it safely.
And make
safer.
Make money their way. Yeah, as long as it's safe, then yeah. But I guess I can say I respect it now, because you gotta do what you gotta do to live, man.
Mm-hmm.
And who cares how people view you? As long as you know who you are in the end, that's what matters.
Exactly.
And you're gonna have people judge you no matter what. Like, oh, she's a fucking slut. That bitch could be a virgin.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she's out there shaking her ass on TikTok. Oh well, like the girl's making money and she looks fucking good. Like, yeah, people are gonna watch. But is she making the right decisions with the money too?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if she's shaking her ass on TikTok, but going to
and invest in it,
investing that money into going to a college to put her doctorate into something, it's
exactly. Don't just.
I respect it.
I want to see growth.
Yeah, and it's not like
where are you gonna take this? Are you just gonna keep shaking your ass the rest of your life? Because I'm telling you, by the time you're 50 or 60, you're gonna want a business or something. You're gonna want to invest in that money to where you're not gonna be shaking your ass when you're fucking 50 years old still.
Exactly.
No one's gonna watch you.
Yeah, no one's watching that.
I mean, except for your old grumps that don't get pussy.
There are a few. There's a few.
Look at this bitch. She's still doing it. Oh yeah.
There's a few. There's like a few old ladies on like TikTok and shit that'll they'll be making a cake or something, but their tits are like almost popping out and shit, and like, guys, what's with all these comments? It's like, I'm making a cake. Why can't you guys focus on the cake?
You're barely looking at your cleavage. It's like right there.
The upper decker.
And they know that's what happens.
Of course.
They know.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like, if I had an anaconda in my pants, and I'm like, you're telling me all I need to do is do a helicopter on this, and I'll get money?
About it and get jealous and want to make comments. They're the same ones fucking watching them.
Exactly.
So what do you do? Like, you're not helping the problem. Like, if it is such a problem, like,
I don't know.
It don't make any sense to me.
I get off.
At first, I was against it. I'm not gonna lie, because to me, I guess the way I viewed it is like it just looks, dirty. I guess a little bit. Makes them look dirty, but it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I mean, I guess psychologically it could come with repercussions, I would assume.
Yeah.
I would assume, but I don't know. Like,
maybe you take it too far.
Yeah. And I guess being treated, viewed differently. Like, I have certain people, that
your older
they do that, and it's it's what it is. You're making money.
That's who it normally is. It's your older generation, that are older than us, like our grandparents and stuff, because they didn't come around.
I think it might be America.
They didn't come up to this stuff.
I think it might be America too.
Perspective out what they expect everyone to be.
Yeah, we think of France and Greece. They got nude beaches and shit and stuff.
And
it's it's to the point where it's I wonder if because of this, we're just gonna be after a while, because it's you can only see so much nudity and shit like that till it's all kind of okay, cool.
Tired. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe it'll balance itself out. The pendulum will swing,
And if someone's got an issue, obviously, you fucking like a sexual issue, you're gonna fucking tell.
Yeah.
And they can just get in trouble, they go to jail, get arrested, however you want to fucking deal with it, take care of it.
Yeah.
But you can't control what other people do.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people think that they can, because they expect you to be a certain way. Well, I don't have to be that way.
Exactly.
I don't have to be how you want me to be.
It's kind of
we're all our own people, man.
Yeah.
We are different paths. We have different beliefs.
You'll have people that be don't swear don't swear, don't say swear words, but then they end up being like the skeletons in their closet are like ridiculous, you know, and stuff. It's like I swear like a sailor, but I'll still open up the door for a little old lady, you know, like.
Yeah, I hate people like that, and they want to judge you. But at the same time, like nobody's perfect. You've had issues. You made mistakes.
Yeah.
I am who I am. Whether you can accept it or you can walk the fuck away.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever, man. You can like me or not like me.
Oh, yeah. There's a good story about that. My mom used to read me this book when I was young, and it always stuck with me. There's a village of wooden people.
Yeah.
And they have stickers that they would hand out. They would have green stickers and red. I think it was green stickers and red stickers.
Yeah.
And like all the beautiful wood people, you know, no chips, all perfect. People would go up and give them green stickers. And there was this one poor little stick boy in the village that was all fucked up. He had like chips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they would give him red stickers all the time. He felt so ashamed of it. And then, as nature would have it, this beautiful wooden girl came into the town.
Yeah.
And all the people, the townsfolk, came up to her and they were trying to give her green stickers. They'd stick the green stickers on her and they'd fall off. They wouldn't stick. So they're like, okay, and they give her red stickers, and the red stickers wouldn't stick. They'd fall off too. And like the little wooden boy who's covered in all red stickers, he comes up and he asks, like, why don't they stick? Like, you're so beautiful, the green one should stick, but like, why doesn't it stick? And she's like, because their opinions of me don't matter to me. And then he realizes that about himself, and then all the red stickers fall off of him because he's like, people's opinions of you shouldn't matter. It's what matters to you. Like, obviously, you know,
to an extent,
you know, yeah, you know, you're pregnant with your 5th kid from your 6th baby daddy, and you know, you're smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, and you know, you're waiting for your spoon to heat up and be like, I am who I am. It's like, yeah, no.
You need to fix that. Like, you shouldn't be having babies with all these different people.
Mm-hmm.
That is bad.
Or doing,
but
you
then
know,
you
hardcore drugs
and
shit like that.
Yeah. You know, I'm still stable. Not mentally, probably.
Nah, no, not at all. Who knows?
Yeah, man, that's why I stick to the pad and I just write music. I just kind of do my own thing. That's where it comes into play with that shit, where I care what certain people say, because I know they have good intentions. But all the others, like, that just say random shit, and you can tell when people know what they're talking about, what they're not talking about. I'm not the person that's gonna sit there and be like, nah, like, go fuck yourself, like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna listen, but if I don't think that if you're not saying the right shit, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna be like, yo, no, like, no. Like, I'll just let it ride out. But I probably won't do it, you know what I mean? I won't do it. But I'm not gonna be a dick about it and be like, no, you sound fucking stupid. Like, just let them. Maybe they do have good intentions, but they just don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you have people like that try to give you advice, and the advice is just so off, and you just don't want to be that dick to be like, you know, like, it just sounds stupid. Like, no, that's me. Like, I'm not the person that's gonna sit there and put them down for it if they have good intentions for me. But if they're not, and they're just trying to lead me in the wrong direction, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, man, no, I'm not doing that.
You should try mumbling more.
yeah. Just you know, no more hard rap and lyricalness. I want to hear you mumble and talk about drugs more.
Yeah,
that's what we need to promote.
I didn't hear any Percocets in that last song. I think you might be slipping up. And
where's the coke?
Yeah, what we need.
Where's the coke?
Exactly. Scarface.
Yeah, well, I want to be the type of person that can give people wisdom. You know, but at the same time, I like that. I want to be able to have music where you can party to it and have fun. But I want to be someone that also can reach out to others and give them wisdom and hope and life. You know, like, through my songs. That's what I'll be able to do. Because I don't think there's any other way I can give it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, because I'm just your regular person. I'm not that popular. I'm not that big. So I can't just get on something and like like this podcast right now, or like I can't just like it's hard to explain, but you know what I mean, like I can't like people aren't gonna acknowledge me really, or I can't help many people when they don't know me.
Exactly.
So like if I like music, I feel like that's the best way of me trying to get acknowledged, to where like it streams out to such a crowd that like people are like, yo, this guy speaks with so much passion, and he's giving, you know, good advice too, but he also has some bangers I can jam to and party to. And then when I'm in this mood, I have this type of music from him that I can jam to. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just, and a lot of people, especially someone like me, when I'm in those type of spots where I'm like upset or depressed and shit, and I have so much in my mind, I turn to music.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts me in a good state. It clears my thoughts, like the negative stuff, and I'm vibing, you know. I'm in a different place. You know, I feel better. So like when I walk out of like a studio or something, my body, I just feel cleaned out. Like there's nothing negative going on, or the thinking and the mental stuff. Like I'm in a better place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my way of coping. This is like, I'm not telling everyone to do that, but we all find our peace somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I advise people to find out where their peace is.
Right.
Or you're never gonna find a way to get out of like negative situations, like if you're dealing with drug addiction and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't do it. Yes, you can, man.
Oh, yeah.
You can do it. Anybody can do it. It's all in your fucking brain. It's what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you tell yourself. And then on top of it, it's not just you, it's your crowd. It's who you hang around. You want to have the right
Some of your 5 friends, and I'll tell you your future.
That same person that you think is your best friend, that's like, yo, let's go to the club every night, or let's go get drunk right now.
Hey.
Like all the time. Like
hey, take it easy. I'm a little drunk and disorderly, you know.
I know what you mean. But doing it in a bad way, where you're out drinking and driving every night, where you're risking other people's lives and yours. You might think it's cool at the time, but then when that accident happens, or you hit somebody because you're seeing double vision, you know, then you're not cool then.
Yeah, I understand that, man. I think of that when I lost my license big time, because, dude, I told you I was so angry when I moved here. The biggest
stopped it. You know that.
Yeah, the biggest thing was about my anger was I realized that I was not the big dick boss of the bar scene anymore, because I couldn't go. I had lost my license for a year, and it's just all of my friends, you know, disappeared. Not all of them. Some of you motherfuckers have been here through thick and thin. I love you guys, but you know, but you know, there was so many people there that was like I didn't have a place to go. You know, like I couldn't talk to anyone too much. You know, and everything else. Like I liked being a social butterfly, but at the time, you know, like looking back at it, it was probably the best thing that happened to me. Because I would go to the bar and get fucking smashed, and just drive home like fucking smashed.
And that sounds wrong, but it's true. Like sometimes you need something so bad like that to happen for you to open your brain and be like, fuck. Like,
yeah, I mean, with my weight, you know, like find your peace. The gym, as much as I hate to admit it, because I fucking hate guys at the gym rat people. I hate them so much, but it is true. Like I feel good going to the gym. Like even if I don't want to go, once I go, you know, it's like, all right, I feel good. And when I say this, I want to say something very important about that, because when I used to hear this positive shit that we're spitting, I'd always be like, well, yeah, well, fuck it, I'm gonna, you know, fail in it anyway. Unless I tell, you know, you and the audience the truth, I haven't gone to the gym at all this week. At all this week. I got transferred to a different job. I'm making excuses for myself, you know. I transferred to a different job site. It's bullshit. I've been walking up steps, heavy backpack of tools. Yeah, so I haven't hit the gym. Granted, I've been working out because I've been working like a motherfucker for my job, but it's like I still have that itch where it's like I want to go back to the gym. You know, like that is going to be a thing in the cards for this next week.
You gotta find your motivation, though.
Yeah,
you gotta find your motivation to get you up and doing it. Like you really gotta push yourself mentally. Like, and I do that too. Like I ain't gonna lie, I just did that this past week, where I needed to get in the studio and I needed to record this song and finish this song. I already had it down, I already had some of it recorded, and I would get up the next day, and I'd be like, oh, I'm just not feeling it today. And I would say my throat like is sore, like I'm just not feeling it because of recording yesterday. You know, when you record so much, it tends to fuck up your vocals.
Yeah.
And your vocals get tired, and that was my excuse. But in my mind, I knew like it not true. Like I'm good. I was just trying to find a way to tell myself like I just don't want to do this today. Or what's the point of doing this because no one's going to see it and I'm not going to get recognized. But that's not how you should think at all, ever.
No.
You shouldn't think that. The second you're thinking that, you should be like, fuck, like, that's negative. Like,
exactly.
I can't get anywhere. These rich artists, they're not getting up every day. Hey, man, like, I suck. You know, I can't do this anymore. You know, they get up and they keep fucking pushing and look where they're at. That's why they have millions and millions of dollars because they didn't give up.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta tell yourself just not to give up.
Right. I mean, I almost gave up on this podcast.
Thing to do too when you're suffering like mental illness and shit.
Mental illness is a big one. I'd encourage like anyone who's listening, like
it's war, man. It's like
yeah, talk to somebody. Go. This is not a sponsor, but like BetterHealth.com would be one. Like there's places to go to get like seek mental help, and it's a big thing. Sometimes it is just exercise.
Yeah, and brain exercise.
Yeah, exercise and brain exercise, and you're thinking, your physical exercise, you're eating better. But, you know, if you're doing all of that already and you're still not changing, then it's like definitely good to seek help
and,
also.
I know a lot of people, even if there's anyone, most of the people that do watch this.
The people that watch this are definitely mentally ill.
Yeah, man.
100% mental heads.
That negative thinking though, you can easily stop it. You just gotta tell yourself something good right afterwards. You gotta back it up with something. Mm-hmm. And if you're not doing that, then you're just like giving up on everything. And that's a problem. You know, if you can't find peace and you can't find any positivity, that's when you know you need to find a way to get some type of help, someone that will actually sit down, that will genuinely care and give you some good advice to lead you in the right direction, or get to the point where you need medication. Mm-hmm. And at one point that in my life, I really needed the medication, but I fought myself for it, saying, no, it's not the way to go. Mm-hmm. You know, because meds ain't good for you. It's not healthy. You know, you take enough of it for so long, and that's what I didn't want my problem to be. You know, eventually that can cause addiction issues. You know,
true,
and more. You know, just so much more comes with it. And I told myself like, yo, it's just me. It's me. It's my thinking. Like I can do this. You just gotta tell yourself you can do it, man. It's harder said than done, though. It really is.
Yeah.
It's taken me fucking years. Like, bro, I got ran over 8-9 years ago. I got ran over, and I'm still having night terrors of it and shit. I wake up yelling in my sleep, swinging. I just did the other day. You know, and I'm completely out of it when I wake up, and I'm miserable, and I need to find a way to, you know, not be, because then I take it out on my woman, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Or anyone,
to do it,
anyone when I wake up and they'll ask me a question, I give them a fucking attitude right away. It's like, nah, go fuck yourself. Like I don't wanna, like I'm not dealing with this. When it's not even their fault. They're looking out for me, make sure I'm okay. And there's me being an asshole because like, I don't know. It can really fuck you up.
Yeah.
Anything that you suffer in life, like even small shit. Some people tend to let small things drag, and I mean. That's
me.
Yeah, man.
Big time.
Yeah, it takes time. It does, man. It takes a lot of time. Some people it could take their whole life. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like trauma is always gonna be there. You know, you're always gonna. It's things that you just can't forget. There's certain things that happen in your life that are just gonna linger there the rest of your life. But you just gotta find a way to bounce around it and be like, yeah, whatever. It happened. I'm moving on. All I can change is my future. And try not to let it happen again.
I like that. I think you're gonna end on that, man. I like that. All we can change is our future. Can't change the past, but we can focus on the present and change our future.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, man, it was awesome having you on here. Thanks for getting my ass into actually doing podcasting again, because I was about to quit. One of my favorite podcasts, Cream Crew, they stopped doing it. They gave the reasons why, and I can't fault them for it. You know, it's just they work together, and then they do the podcast, and it's like almost too much.
Yeah.
So I get that, but it's like, what do? I do construction. I can talk shit for an hour or something.
People will listen. See, I did notice, I was like, damn, Rich has been quiet for a while. Like, I noticed you weren't even making, like, those small little skit goofy videos. Like,
yeah, I was
like, what's going on with Rich? Like, so I was like, that's why I was like, I thought I'd reach out and be like, bro, like, I did have a phase 2 where I was like, I'm just going to stop making music and I'm going to sell all my equipment. And I told myself, and I looked at other stuff online, and I see this stuff that all these people are doing, and I'm not trying to sound conceited or anything, but I'm like, dude, I can do that. I can do it better than them. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to sit here and waste my life away. We only have one chance to live. We only have one life. You know, like, I'm gonna make the best of it. You know?
Exactly.
I'm gonna look back and at least be like, look, I didn't give up. Even if I didn't make it where I wanted to make it, I would be proud of myself that I just kept doing what I like to do. I didn't stop just because other people or didn't like it or it just wasn't getting the attention that I wanted it to get. In the end, I was doing it because I enjoy doing it.
I understand.
It gives me something to do and it kills time out of my day. No, it's better than sitting there and doing nothing and all the negative thoughts are running through your head. You know?
So I could have been doing today.
Sidetracks you.
I could have been doing nothing today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been doing nothing,
thinking
but
about life.
you know, yeah, exactly.
That's what normally happens there. Then it's all life shit. Like, damn, man, I could have this house, I could be doing this, I could have this type of car. And instead of thinking about it, we're doing it. We're trying to accomplish it. And that's better than not trying. That's why I was like, damn, I need to get Rich to do this because his podcast. Because believe it or not, I like watching your shit. You're my boy.
Thanks, man.
So like, when something pops up, I was like, yo, I gotta see what Rich is doing. What's he gonna fucking say today? What's interesting that he's out and about doing today? You know? What's
I feel like I should do more shorts.
Yeah, people love those.
Because I have, like, working in construction, and just if I'm working by myself, like, just thoughts come up.
Yeah.
Like stupid thoughts, stupid fucking songs, you know, and it's like
bang right away.
Bang, like, and I forget them now, but I had like 3 bangers of fucking hilarious songs to put up, and I was like, and it's like, you know, I have a phone, it's in my pocket, I just pull it out, do whatever, you know. But
all right,
this will be out on Spotify. That's the thing, you know, like, to think.
Promote something.
Yeah, you can promote.
All right, I just wanted to let you guys know, whoever watches this, obviously this is my boy. He follows me and he supports me a lot with my music, and I just wanted to come on here too, and him helping me, and hopefully whoever sees this, they can actually go on my Spotify and check my stuff out, and I don't know, just if you don't like it, it's alright, you know. If you do like it, help me promote it, get people to share, like, subscribe to my stuff. My name's Ryan David with 2 N's and 2 D's at the end. Yeah, support us, support my boys, support me. If not, oh well, fuck it, whatever. I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, still doing it, brother.
All right.
Fucking cheers.
Later.
Hey.